I am Janvi Pawar. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. If you people are new here, then you can start off with subscribing if you wanna. But today we're gonna be talking about this book that I read recently, The Power of Positive Thinking by Vincent Peale. Now, I'm not gonna give you a specific conclusion of this book or what this book really has, but what I'm gonna tell you is the specific lessons that I've personally learned from that book. Now, I've read a lot of books over the years, but this is my first video ever to make on a book, and I'm gonna tell you the lessons personally which I thought were pretty interesting, and that not really intrigued me, but they were something that stood out a little. Now, we have all heard about this thing called the law of attraction. So this book, it deals with all of the studies that are given in the Bible and your ethical learning, your biblical thoughts and everything. So it deals with everything like that. There are a lot of quotes in that book that are taken from Bible and how having faith in God can make you do a lot of things and how you can achieve anything through that. So the first learning that personally I think was pretty interesting was self-confidence. Now, for my whole life, I've been thinking about self-confidence, I've been dealing with self-confidence, and I've been talking about self-confidence in a lot of places. But the thing that I've personally learned from this book is that having self-confidence is not the only necessary thing. But not making anyone feel inferior or not making yourself feel inferior is not important. Now, there are a lot of people who think their self-confidence gonna increase the moment they are gonna see that other people are inferior from them. So what really happens is that most of the times they're like, yeah, my confidence, it's kind of getting disturbed, it's not too cool. So what we do is we personally look at other people and we think, yeah, they're lower than me. So we basically, in our heart, we make other people feel inferior as compared to us to make ourselves feel better. Whereas that's not the point. The point is to make only yourself feel better instead of comparing yourself to others or instead of comparing others to yourself. So the point is, please don't make yourself feel confident and build that self-confidence by comparing others with yourself, not to yourself. So the thing that I learned from the book is that everyone has their own set of values, everyone got their own set of skills. It's not important if somebody's doing one thing, so you need to do that thing. That's not the great point we're talking about here. The only thing we need is to have that kind of self-confidence even when we are learning. Now, when people say, I'm better than you, and we think, wow, I have a great self-confidence, whereas that's not the case. The case is, you're just saying the other person is not better than you, that's why you have got a great confidence. So that's not called confidence, or that's not called just self-confidence. That's just basically called overconfident and having an attitude. Being humble is important, but also having that self-worth, knowing what you are is really nice. But you don't have to go around beating around the bush saying how confident I am. You don't have to do that. What you really need to have a realization of is that even if you're learning something, so you need to have confidence enough. You need to be confident enough in that learning. You need to be confident enough what your set of skills are and in what thing you can master. So that's how we build our self-confidence. So for self-confidence, you need to appreciate people more, because the more you're going to appreciate people. Now, there's another thing that was given in the book is like, however you're going to think, that's how it's going to happen. And we have all heard about for our whole life about law of attraction. Every book I've ever read somehow comes to one conclusion, and that is law of attraction. What you're going to think you are that person. So one more point that I personally learned is the more faith and the more belief you're going to have, the more you're going to become that person. So building self-confidence is not like a great thing. The more you're going to appreciate other people, or even if you're not going to care about other people and just care about yourself, just not making yourself feel, wow, I'm so down, that person's more intelligent than me, that person's far better than me. Instead of that, not caring about other people, but having this self-worth and self-realization, I'm doing my own work, the other person's doing their own work, and the third person is doing their own work. So that's what is important. Not showing yourself you're better, or not thinking the other person's better, and you can build your self-confidence. The next thing I learned, having a calm mind. As I said, whatever you're gonna think, you are that person. If you're gonna think positive, you are a positive person. If you're gonna think negative, you are a negative person. There is no in between. There is not even a fine line. If you think, I'm only thinking negative thoughts. No, you're not only thinking negative thoughts, you are negative thoughts. So whatever your thoughts are, you are that person. The body of yours is just physical. The real thing is the mind, is the thoughts you're having. That's who you are. So never ever think, I'm just thinking positive and I'm just thinking negative. You're not thinking all of those things. You are those things. So you need to make that clear. So please have a calm mind. Now, most of the times when we get anxious and when we get nervous, those are the times when we are confused about a lot of things. Now, think about this. You have a great business going on, or you had a deal with someone going on for like $1 million, and then all of a sudden that deal, it's somehow canceled, and after that you're really depressed because you were so excited, you had these great expectations and everything, but it got canceled, and now it just made you more sad, and now you don't know what to do anymore because you are so confused and so bewildered about each thing, is that I don't know what to do, my life's a mess, and blah blah blah. We keep thinking about all of these thoughts, but the point is having a calm mind. How you're gonna think about something positive and how you're gonna think calm thoughts when your mind is in a messy environment, because these are two ironical things. If you think your mind is too nervous, your mind is too anxious, and you're too depressed about things, you can't make a single straight decision because that's what your mind is thinking. Instead, if you're going to think calmness, if you're going to think with positive vibes, doesn't matter if the people around you are negative all of the time. If you are positive, the people around you, they're not going to matter a lot. Now, your job is to not tell your mom and dad, you make me negative. What? Instead of that, you can also say, I can make you positive. So it's all about having those calm thoughts. So after your results get declared and you're like, my results are really bad, I don't know what to do, I'm just really depressed. If you are gonna have a really messy mind and a really messy environment inside yourself, you can't make a straight decision, because with messy mind and with these disturbing thoughts comes a really messy decision which you don't want to be taking. So the point over here is to keep a calm mind and a peaceful mind, and that's it. Things happen with everyone, but instead of that, things are gonna happen. It's about your mind, how you keep your mind steady and calm so you can make calm decisions by yourself. Now, I've told you these two different things, but now I know what you people are thinking, but how all of this is possible? You think, Janvi, self-confidence is just like that and it's gonna happen overnight? No, it doesn't happen. Or, having a calm mind, it doesn't happen overnight. So what can we do? There's no miracle to it, or there are no techniques. The only thing is visualization. Whatever you're going to visualize, that's going to happen. As I said before, whatever your thoughts are, you are that person. So the third point, which I personally find pretty interesting from this book, was visualization. The more you're going to visualize, what is visualization? We all have imagination, but we all imagine stupid and idiotic things all of the day. When we shut our eyes, we just keep thinking these stupid things. Even when we're in class with open eyes, we're thinking about negative things, or we are thinking about idiotic things that makes no sense at all, because that's how much we overthink. We are overthinkers, yes. But if you're going to overthink in a positive manner, if you're going to visualize in a positive manner, that's going to happen. Now, what people keep visualizing is, my marks, no, they may come bad, then my parents are going to get mad at me, then my teachers are going to get mad at me, society is going to make fun of me, and that's how it's going to happen. You're visualizing those thoughts, and it happens. So the more you're going to visualize positive thoughts, and the more you're going to visualize up a goal, whatever your goals are, whatever you want to achieve, the more you're going to think those, that's going to happen. So the point over here is visualize things. Now, many people are also confused about how do we visualize. So it's just one simple thing. Now, of course, we can take time out or 30 minutes out from our whole day. But before sleeping, before going to bed, if you can take 15 to 20 minutes out just to visualize yourself where you are. Like if you want to become a great businessman, So before you sleep, imagine yourself, visualize yourself as a great businessman. So the more you're going to do this, that thing is going to fit in your subconscious mind. And the point over here is not to change your 3D. No, the point over here is to change your mind. Because if your subconscious is going to change, you're going to look at everything positive. Why do we change our 3D? To make our mind positive. We are doing the opposite things. These two, they're not like really close or really positive. You have to change your mind, your 3D will itself change. But if you're going to keep focusing on changing the 3D, your mind can't change ever. We change 3D to change our mind. But what you have to do is you change your mind to change your 3D. That's what you got to do. So these things, these are not really like the conclusion of the books, but this is something that I really personally found very interesting, and these are my lessons that I specifically have learned. I hope you people are going to focus on all of these tips. Also, for one more thing, I just want to say is that in this book, there are a lot of Bible thoughts, like, ye shall have faith, and, with those TH words, it's given a lot. So I definitely recommend you people to read this book if you people have time. Otherwise, you can focus on the things that I've said, and if you're going to implement these in your life, everything's going to be positive and everything's going to be great because you already are great. So keep entertaining that thought, keep visualizing that thought, and there you are. You have achieved your goals. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I am Shanvi Pawar. I'm going to see you in the next video. Maybe a really great motivational or another book lesson. So I'm going to see you really soon. Thanks so much. Do subscribe, do share, and stay safe. Bye.